John Zagarella has held no previous elected offices.
Now, as a downtown businessman, you must have a lot of concerns for the economy downtown.
Well, I'm not exactly downtown, but I'm very close to the downtown area, and I'm concerned with businesses all over the city. Downtown is not necessarily my main focus.
Any ideas?
Well, as far as business in general, I don't think you're going to see any significant prospective business people knocking down your doors until you clean up the streets and some of the criminal activities going on in and around them. It's definitely a deterrent to any customers that might come into your store place, so it's a problem that'll have to be addressed before any new business even considers coming into the city.
Any plans on how to clean up the crime in the streets?
Well, obviously, I believe we need more police officers. I hope that's the solution. If it's not that, then I guess the judges would be to blame. If you spoke with the judges, I guess they would say that there is not enough space in the correctional facility. So I guess to cut to the chase, I think we may want to, if I were elected city councilor, I would probably lobby my state legislators to get some federal or state funding to build another correctional facility to accommodate all these criminals.
All right, thanks, John.
Yeah.
Richard O'Malley has served on the Lowell City Council since 1991, and prior to that, he served on the council from 1982 to 1987.
You're tagged an awful lot with patronage jobs around City Hall. What do you say to a charge like that?
Mary, that's a false charge, and I think they've singled me out. The media has singled me out for that charge. That's a false charge. I think anyone who has ever come to me with a resume or an application for a job in the city of Lowell, I have looked at it clearly, and if I thought they were qualified, I have always spoke for them. There is nobody that has ever been put on the city payroll by me, spoken for by me, to any city manager that wasn't qualified for that job. And I think there's been some unfair comments made about Dick O'Malley and patronage.
In the past, you've supported the city manager. Lately, though, it seems that the tide has turned. Is that the case?
Marcus, I gave the city manager a great deal of time to prove to the city of Lowell that he would lead us out of this crisis. And for about 18 months, I was very supportive of the city manager. I woke up one morning and read in the paper an article that the city manager had stated about patronage and things like that, and I wasn't very happy with it at all. I was very patient with the city manager. I asked for him to do certain things in the city of Lowell. Those things weren't done.
All right.
At this point, I am looking at him very seriously as far as being a good city manager.
Right.
Thank you very much, Councilor O'Malley.
Leo Nolan has held no previous elected offices.
You have a beef with taxes in the city?
Yes, I do. I understand that we're going to have another tax rate coming up. If we do, I'd like to see it before the election. See how much guts these guys got.
Now you say we are not ready for a tax increase, eh?
Definitely.
Okay.
Not.
What, you've run before?
Yes, I've run a few times.
Multiple times.
Right.
Why this time again?
Well, I think I can do something in the city of Lowell because I got the guts. I think a lot of these guys that are in there today, I've got a bad cold, as you know. A lot of these guys in there today are just sleepers. They just can't seem to get anything done. They're going into committees and subcommittees, and nobody seems to can do anything but put these things into subcommittees, different things.
You've also had a change of heart recently about the city manager. You used to be a big supporter, and I think your attitude's changed a bit.
No, it's not changed a bit with the
so?
city manager.
Where's it stand now?
It has not. It stands this way here. I was for him. I thought it was the best thing we could do for Lowell. But he's made too many mistakes. Too many mistakes. He always has an answer for them. And I think we got to have somebody in there that's going to be a fighter, that ain't going to be run by the Lowell Sun and Paul Songas.
All right. Thank you, Leo.
Tarsy Poulios has served on the Lowell City Council since 1987.
Yes, thanks for joining us tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mary and Marcus, for having me. It's I appreciate the opportunity. I know it's going to be a short profile, but I enjoy being here with people of integrity and some class rather than on that radio show that they have in the morning. And I don't mean Joe and Casey, that other one who has no class whatsoever.
What's the biggest problem facing the city right now?
Well, getting back to the seriousness of it all, the biggest problem facing the city right now are jobs, and the neighborhoods are in deplorable shape. And if you want to look at the third part, the safety. Fire and police are in kind of a bad shape. It's going to take money. It's going to take some real innovative thinking to get the people, the police especially, out on the street. But I think we can do it.
You have been basically in the forefront of all the major issues going on in the city, obviously, during your mayorship here. What do you want people to remember when they go to the polls on the next Tuesday and then perhaps November 2nd?
Well, Marcus, the thing I would like people to remember is that I've been a man that's been responsible, has been responsive, has been, the accessibility is there, people want to talk to me, and my heart is with the city of Lowell. And believe me when I say it's helping the people of Lowell, and that's what it's all about. Whether it's a job, whether it is whatever you may want to talk about, quality of life issues in their neighborhoods. Neighborhoods have been my forte more than probably anything else, and I think that we're on the right road in the neighborhoods. And as I said, I wish we had more time to do this.
Right.
But
a man of the neighborhoods, that's what you want them to remember.
remember me as a man that cares about his city.
All right,
Thank you,
very
Mr. Mayor.
much.
Thank